Good morning, Bitcoin. Today is Saturday, September 2nd, 2017. My name is Thomas Hunt, and here's what's happening today in Bitcoin. Bitcoin price hits a record of 5,000. Then traders initiate sell-off as price drops $400, around a little more less than 10%. As predicted yesterday, right here on this show by Tone Vase. The first ICO unicorns are here. Go, the OMG token, and Qtum both raised more than $1 billion, according to CoinMarketCap.com. This is an amazing raise for essentially an ERC20 token. Neither company has delivered a product yet. BTC-e's big claim, Bitcoin withdrawals to begin today. BTC-e is coming back. And maybe not how you guessed it. They're allowing customers to withdraw 55% of their funds, allowing the remaining 45% to be used as a debt token. Just like Bitfinex, BTC-e has issued their own coin. More on that soon. Monopoly-resistant mining. Paper claims Bitcoin centralization fears are overblown. But when you actually read the paper, as the people in the comments do, it says, "Fears overblown, very misleading title." The paper made no such claim. In fact, it says, in its simplicity, the model is omitting a number of elements, which could be investigated in future research. Among them is the current debate on interest in the block size, which may affect the main conclusions of this paper, at least so far as the number of potentially active miners is concerned. An explicit consideration of time, as well as the uncertainty of transaction fees, is also missing. Moreover, miners could pursue goals other than expected profit maximization, which is the situation we have now, where miners are giving up an incredible opportunity cost. They could be making more money mining Bitcoin, but they're not. Is John Cena wrestling Bitcoin to the moon? World-famous wrestler John Cena mentioned Bitcoin on his Instagram account, showing a picture of Bitcoin tokens. Later, the price of Bitcoin spiked. Cointelegraph thinks it's because of John Cena. But what we really need is for The Rock to get involved. And finally, we've got a great story sent to us from Rock in Brazil. And let's see if we can translate it one more time. Oh, it's not working. It says, Simmental heifer sold for 1 Bitcoin. That's right. This cow was sold 2 months ago for 1 Bitcoin. Look at the farmer right there with the QR code on his phone and the buyer with the Bitcoin. Very cool story. And obviously, very good deal for the farmer if he held the Bitcoin. We're also asking everyone to give us a thumbs up and a share. It's early this morning. We've got 354 live viewers. That's pretty good for a Saturday. We're also joined by Tone Vase for a check of the markets. How's it going, Tone?
Hey man, going good. I was starting to get nervous about that call last night about Bitcoin not making it to 5,000 and ending right before that. And yeah, it turned out just like that on both Bitfinex and Bitstamp. I'm trying to pull up on TradeBlock just to take a look at the scaling since Jimmy unfortunately isn't with us. TradeBlock doesn't seem to be loading. It could be the internet, but also, here are the blocks. I mean, the Bitcoin blocks are being mined, and we're still getting blocks greater than 1 megabyte, which is great. Bitcoin Cash is still, 25% less profitable than mining the original chain, which is also good. And as you can see, the last 144 blocks, this unknown, continues to creep up. And the known miners are no longer mining on it. And look, all you have is BTC top via BTC, and that's about it. Even Bitcoin.com isn't even there. So it's all unknown. So I don't understand why anyone trusts anything in that coin. But let's talk about the price. The price is what's important, okay? So for the last 2 days, for the last 2 to 3 days, I've been saying to be careful with the current weekly candle looking very similar to the last time we had a candle with a 7 on top of it. This is the 7, and this is the 7. The reason why we had this sell-off back then is because on a daily chart, if I can scroll back that far, on a daily chart, we hit a 9. And that 9, in my opinion, led to this 1 to 4 day correction. The market just got overexhausted. This isn't a magic number. It's just a number showing you that we got up a little too far, a little too fast. And we had this 4 day correction, and then we continued higher. And the probability said we would go higher because this was only a 7 and not a 9 on a weekly candle. That same situation repeated yesterday, okay? Because yesterday, even though this is Bitstamp, and again, let me slide over. This is Bitstamp. The 9 on Bitstamp took place a day earlier, but on Bitfinex, it took place that exact day. And Bitcoin is not as easy to analyze as other stocks because there are multiple places to get the correct price. And this 9 came in line with the 13, while on Bitstamp, the 9 came earlier, but the 13 is coming later. Things were way better aligned for a top on Bitfinex, and that's why I had confidence in saying yesterday that we're not actually going to hit 5,000. And the high came in at 49.70, and over here the high came in at 49.79, and my call was for 49.75. So the question now is, what now? So now this daily 9 trumps all time frames that are smaller than daily. So I am looking for a 1 to 4 day correction, similar to what happened 2 months ago, okay? And then probably a continuation to new all-time highs. So I am not expecting to be, excuse me guys, I really hope I'm not getting sick. Oh man, right before I go to Europe. But so I am looking for a 1 to 4 day correction, and then probably higher, but it's too early to tell. But right now, Bitcoin got too far, got too high, and we do have a correction in the making, okay? Going to a lower time frame, the 4-hour chart on Bitstamp, it gave me a 9 a few candles early, and now we're going down. And this is perfectly okay. And even the hourly one had a 9, and we started to go down. This is what I was saying yesterday, that all of these 9s were lined up. I was also talking about it on my video on my YouTube channel 2 days ago. All of these 9s from the 1 hour all the way up to the daily had lined up. So we were looking for a multi-day correction setting in this weekend, and that's exactly what we're getting. This is exactly what I expected. And probably early next week, will most likely reverse back to the upside. How far can we fall on this move? It's possible we bottomed, or it's possible we can go all the way down to about 4,000. I really think this is decent support right here. Again, on a 4-hour chart, you're hitting a moving average. On the daily chart, on the daily chart, you're hitting the breakout area. So it's a 4-hour one. On the daily chart, you're hitting the prior highs right here. So maybe we can go down to 45. We're already at 4,500. It's impossible to tell if all of the fall has taken place in a 24-hour period, or there will be a few more days. This is why my highest probability move is a 1 to 4 candle correction. And I don't know if this is it, or we can go all the way down to 3,000, but none of that would stop the overall bullish trend. We could go down to 3,000 and we'll still be okay, all right? Personally, I think we're not gonna fall below 4,000. And after that, we would go back up and go higher. And back to you, Thomas.
All right, Tone, thanks for that information. I still think there may be more buyers out there who will just see this as a sale. Also, it was hilarious in the chat. Everyone said bless you, then one person said manly. It was great. Having a good
Thank you,
time in
guys.
the chat today. Thanks for everybody for joining us live. We had about 600 viewers live. That's great. We'll be back again tomorrow with Today in Bitcoin, followed by Vortex and the Bitcoin News Show at 12 noon Pacific time, right here on the World Crypto Network. Be sure to subscribe down below. Tone, anything more to add?
No, I think this is it. Just don't panic. This is just a much needed correction. Keep everyone's egos in check. Everyone was starting to write articles on how Bitcoin is going to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Everyone was saying no, higher, higher, higher. It's a good check. It's a good check. College football starts this weekend. Enjoy the games. If you want to support Tone, watch the FSU Alabama game and root for FSU.
All right, Tone, thanks for that update. I'm getting ready for my Europe trip. I'm flying out on Thursday. I'm getting tired of buying stuff on Amazon. It's starting to feel like Brewster's Millions. I'm going to be taking like entirely new gear and a new person with me to Europe. I bought a sleep mask this morning. I was browsing travel umbrellas. I'm exhausted from the shopping. I don't want to shop anymore. I'm excited to travel. I hope to see you soon. Until next time, bye bye.